Hi guys, and welcome back to Flipping Motors UK. I do apologise in advance as I have forgotten my camera mount, which normally goes here. Sadly I've left that at home today, so the video quality may not be perfect. Luckily most of it we're not going to need a camera mount anyway, so we are just outside Copart in Peterlee. Copart, I used to buy a couple of cars from there. I haven't done for a long time, I had a couple of bad ones. It's not my favourite thing. I don't really deal with the categorised stuff, more so the stuff that needs a bit of repair, maybe an MOT fail or something like that. The car I've bought today, it's not very clear what's wrong with it. The picture of the dashboard lit up is without the ignition running, so I can't tell if there's any warning lights. The advisory was that it may be an MOT fail or may fail an MOT. However, it's got MOT for about 9 months, 10 months on it, so I can't see that being a problem, but we'll see what's wrong with it. Might have a rattling flywheel, the engine might be noisy, we'll soon find out. When it starts and runs, it drives, according to the Copart's checks. It has a V5, wouldn't buy a car without a V5 at the moment because you're waiting 4 to 6 weeks, and it also has 2 keys. It's been doing very few mileage recently, in recent years, it's been doing about 1500 mile a year. It's a little Hyundai I30, so we'll have a little look around that car shortly. I will try and get a bit of footage of the car getting loaded up and so on, but without a camera mount, I'll do my best. We'll have to have a little look around in the truck, see if there's anywhere that I can get my phone held on to. Alright, we'll catch up with you shortly. We'll get the Hyundai loaded on. If not, we'll go for a little drive of it, if we can. We'll see what it's like first and show you around. So if you haven't seen a Copart site before, you've also got a lot of trucks in and out, as you can see here. These are the cars that pick up the cars. There's one of the diggers there. That's a slightly different one, that one. Looks like it might be doing a bit of work. It's got a different fork on it, but normally you have a big forklift on the front and they carry the cars out and just load them onto the rear of the recovery truck here. This is only a smaller Copart site, but there's a lot of different cars here. You get some interesting cars. It's some is it a Dodge Jet? I don't know what it is. Anyway, hopefully it won't be waiting too long for Hyundai because it is really windy. I think the work's been put on hold for a couple of minutes. The Copelands van's just arrived, so funnily enough all the diggers are coming out and none of them are loaded, but fair plays, we all need a bacon sandwich on the morning and coffee, don't we? Right guys, our man's finished his breakfast. He's bringing round our Hyundai. You may be able to see him on the right hand side there, behind the fence. I'm going to get outside, help him line the car up and get it loaded up onto the back. Then we'll go into the office, get the V5 and we'll have a little look around it at some point. Probably when I get home though. It's just turning round at the moment by the look of it. I have to say it's amazing the amount of people here. There's a man next to me, he's quite obviously expected perfection from the car because it runs and drives. He's been looking around it for the past half an hour or so. And then you've got some people, some blokes just, obviously I can't film all this stuff, but it must have been Category N, if not Category S, little Fiesta. Got out, dropped it down, drove off in it. He left all the tape on the plate, stickers, Copart stickers, writing on the car. And he's just drove off home in it. You do see some funny things at Copart, but our digger man's taking a bit of time. I think he's moving something else first. It must have been buried a little bit. There he goes, he's putting a little Mitsubishi back now. We've got a few cars to watch on BCA as well today. I missed a couple earlier on. But yeah, we've got some nice cars coming. So we'll try and get one of them. Could do with 2 more because a little Punto sold last night. I got just under asking price, but the man owned an Indian restaurant and I have got a free meal for 2, which is fantastic. I think that's better than a little bit extra profit, isn't it? Anyway, here comes the Hyundai. I'm going to get outside and line our driver up, make sure the car's safely loaded onto the back of the truck. There we go, now you have a Hyundai I30. We'll have a little look around shortly. I've noticed it does smell a little bit of smoke inside, so we'll get a full valet, obviously. But the most important thing is find out why it's at Copart. We'll get unloaded shortly and find out why. There we are. Excuse the wind noise, it's quite windy today. But first impressions, nice blue colour. We've got 2 keys. One of them doesn't have the blade, but it still works. So it's a backup, and in my eyes, I sell the car with 1 key and want to unlock the car if you do lose it. I can't be getting keys for cars like this. It's a 59 plate. Looks like it's got the upgraded headlights or something there, doesn't it? It's a fairly straight car. Front tyre is about 3mm. Front disc, we'll have to get it on a run, see if they clean up. All the springs and everything. The front springs actually seem quite new, which is good. I can't really drive this car. I'll explain why shortly, so you're not going to be getting a test drive run, I'm afraid. A little bit of rust starting down here. Probably get back, cut back a little bit and touched in, so it's a fairly nice car. Tyres, very, very perished. Look at that. I think there's almost cord showing there, so it's going to need for tyre. Brake disc looks like it's been getting hot. Potential caliper fault here. So we'll have to get that attended to. I know we've currently got all the tape on. There you go. Feel free to do your own checks. But it's going to be getting some new number plates. Pet hate of mine. Re-wiper blade. Getting a list already here, aren't we? Let's have a look in the boot. So I think it was a full-size spare actually. Is indeed. It doesn't look like it's ever been used. I think it's actually an alloy as well. Very good. All the tools out. Decent size, would be a nice family car for someone this. Try not to fall off the back of my truck. Over to this side. Yeah, that's fine, nothing wrong with that. Tyre again, going to need done. That is dangerous, I don't really want to be driving that. Rear brakes again, that looks to have rusted. So I think it's the other side caliper, this one I think it's probably going to need the discs and pads and a caliper as well. Okay. Get it unlocked again. Oh, or maybe not, straps in the way. Not ready to unload just yet. Needs a good clean inside. Non-genuine mats. Bin. It's got a horrible steering wheel cover on, that'll be coming off. And some nice part leather seats. Seem to be in fairly good condition. Needs a good clean out, and it has been a smoker's car. I've smelt worse, but it's still not nice, is it? A couple of air fresheners in there, it needs that. Very little wear, well, slight wear on the bolster, but I think it's in pretty good condition for its age. Very small burn in the seat, again, not too worried about that, it'll clean up well. The side front tyre again, about 3mm. Could do with a good polish, maybe a little bit of a touch in there. Again, we'll get the brakes cleaned up, see what they're like. Another fairly new spring and shock bite as well, have a look at it. Good sign. So there's not really any major marks on this car. I've got a bit of a list built up, but we'll have a little look in the driver's seat now. There you go, I can get on this side. Excuse me. There we go. Nice and comfortable. I don't know if you caught that on there. Get the key in the ignition. So it's only done 82,926 miles. That's what I saw on the pictures because the car wasn't started. So I was like, oh, if it's not a load of warning lights, the car's not running, so it was a mystery. And what we're going to do now, get it started up. There we go, 82,926. Parking brake lights staying on, didn't notice that before. I'll have to figure out why. Bit of fuel in there, that's good. Might actually run about in this for a bit because it's got the low tax model as well, which is good. Very healthy engine, it's only done 82,000 miles. Not a bad diesel engine these, I've seen them with a few miles on the clock. Just needs a really good clean, this car. It's probably been smoked in for many years. It does smell a bit. I don't think we've got any history. No. Aye, anything not required, just put through a letterbox. I'm guessing that was for the Copart man. Picked it up. History is a mystery. Fan's working, that's good. No CDs. Everything seems to work inside apart from one thing I'll show you soon. Let's see if the stereo's working.
To do.
Someone having a moan on radio 2, that's definitely working. I think it was on Sun FM, which is Sunderland, Hartlepool way, something like that. So it's obviously been a fairly local car to Peterlee, the Copart site in which I picked this up from. I will get that off at some point because that is well, it's a bit grimy actually as well, isn't it? It needs a good going over. Locking's all working. Mirrors, they're working too. Oh, they even fold in, look at that. Both sides. Nice little feature. Window lock. That was going down. Wonder why it's not now. Oh well. That might have been why it was very slightly down before. We can see that's an issue. That's not doing anything. These ones are though. Both sides working. And that's not doing anything either, so that needs looking at, like the front windows going down. Let's get JBM Darlington on with that. They'll be doing the work on it. But yeah, so why is it Copart? Well, it can't be there because of a window regulator, can it? It's got plenty of MOT, it runs well. I mean, the brake light, you can class that as a warning light, I guess, but not really that serious, is it? It might need some adjustment on the handbrake or something. The last Hyundai I30 did exactly the same that I had in. The issue is when you try and put the car in gear. Now it's got second. It's going to have a little fit if I try and put it in reverse, mind. Making a horrible noise. However, pump the pedal, she's in. Just about out. Pump the pedal again. In. So there's a fault with the hydraulic clutch. Whether that could be one of the cylinders or something, it could be the clutch plate or something. The budget on this car, it's not too bad to be fair, so I could quite easily put a clutch in, sort all the brakes, windows and all that out and still have a decent margin of profit in it, I think. So I purchased this car from Copart, £250. I think it worked out, it was about 430 quid, so it doesn't really owe us a lot. And I mean, it's not in too bad condition, is it? The engine's sweet. I'll probably get a service done because it's, well, I can't say when the last one was done. Running very well. But obviously it needs that looking at. That's likely going to be a clutch. I don't think it's gearbox related. So I was playing about before, when the engine's not running, it's absolutely fine. But we'll have a little look about it, that, and figure out what it's going to need for preparation. So we've probably got rear brakes, clutch, a couple of little nasties like the number plates, rear wiper, get an oil change done, and the windows for that working on this side. I think that's probably going to, it's trying to do something, this one, so that might need a little play about. But this one, nothing going on. Probably going to need a new switch or something, possibly a regulator of a switch on that side. I don't really know. I'll get Jim to have a look at that and he can tell me what it needs. It's also going to need a full valet. The seats don't look too bad. I think I could scrub them up quite well. But yeah, that air freshener's not really doing anything. Just needs a bit of a clean, really. It's nice. It's got half leather. It's got the climate control, folding mirrors. Lights are just manual. I think it's got a lot going for it, this car. Low tax as well. 1.6 diesel. It'll be very good on fuel. Comfortable. Let's be honest, you probably have one over an Astra. Yeah, I think it'll clean up really well. The colour certainly worked in its favour. The last car I bought from Copart was a bit bright. It was a Mazda 3 with 1.6 diesel engine. That was a 60 plate one, and that sold in absolutely no time. I've got loads of enquiries. The colour really stands out. I know some people don't like your blues, but generally I think a colour like this really stands out, looks apart. What do you think, guys? Do you think I've got a good purchase here? It'll own me about, let's say, £440. Personally, even if it needs a clutch, I think it does. I think even if it needed an engine, there'd still be a bit of profit in this car. I haven't had a proper look yet, but 59 plates, very sensible mileage. Lots going for it, plenty of MOT and so on. Has it got to be a just under £2,000 car? I think just under £2,000. It would look very good value for money, to be honest. But let me know if you think I'm wrong. Might have a look at some cap valuations as well, see where they're at. But I think if I asked £1,950 for this car when it's done, I think I'd have got myself a pretty good buy, to be honest with you. Let me know if you think otherwise. But otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this short video. Something a bit different. I've bought a car that wasn't from BCA for a change. I might do later on. I'm watching a few go through there. But yeah, I could do with one more. I've got a little Fiat 500 in preparation as well. That's already done, little 64 plate one. It's a nice car. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this short video, guys, and enjoyed my visit to Copart Peterlee. Great service from the guys there. Started having a bit of a twist because of the wait time, but I realised it was because I hadn't checked in. I hadn't clicked that I was here correctly, so that was my bad, that. Great service as always. I know Copart get quite a bit of stick, but the issue is people go there and you expect a new car. Runs and drives literally means you can just about get it in gear and move it forward in first gear. If you don't do anything else, guys, it's you can't go there and expect a new car. It is a gamble. It is a total gamble buying a car from there. But yeah, there's some good money to be made in some of them. Hopefully this being one of them. Thank you again for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Next target is 1,000 followers. I know I'm very, very close to 600, I think it is. If I could achieve 1,000, let's say before the 1st of March, new registration day. If I can get 1,000 followers by then, I'll be so pleased. Hopefully you're enjoying the content enough to like and subscribe anyway. Please invite any friends as well if you can think of anyone else that may enjoy these videos. Get them to subscribe. I know I do it. I've obviously Anthony from Budget Bangers, he's a close friend of mine. Work alongside him, got him a few cars, he's picked a few up for me and so on. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to his channel. I know he's a bit ahead of me. He's probably quite a bit closer to 1,000, but it'd be nice if you could follow him as well. Give him some support. But yeah, pleased with this one so far for 430 quid, whatever it was. Really, really happy. All right. Any questions, anything you'd like to mention in the comments, feel free. I'll try and get back to you all. All right. Take care, guys. Hope you're enjoying the new year so far. I'll catch up with you shortly on another video.